Hello everybody, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. We are here in Rhoun's bedroom. He is not with us anymore. I didn't mean to make that sound like he was dead, but you know, maybe he will be dead to us. He left us alone for a whole day. I'm a needy boy, right? This man just walks out on me like, bruh. We spent the day with Rhoun. Come on. Well, hopefully Marrowyn will make it up to us when we see him. Maybe we won't. What if he just turns up dead? You know, just you open up a locker and he just like flops out. Like, who knows? I assume this is not that kind of game, but who knows? Who knows? Flipping on the lights helps some. But I'm still shocked that Marrowyn just isn't here. He's a busy guy, I know that, but still, not so much as a note or anything. I guess I should find a way to entertain myself before I go to bed. But, he's not left much in a way of personal effects. Picking out a few books to look through, I lay them aside and head into the bathroom. Do we get shampoo yet? Do we get shampoo and soap? Or are we just rinsing with water and that's it? He's not hiding in here either. I wouldn't have minded if he was, though. Hopping into the shower, it seems to whiz by as my fingers are already pruny, and I've not had a coherent thought in minutes. I guess I should get out and just get ready for bed in case Marrow needs me to be up early tomorrow. Surely he wouldn't. Oh, Naku? Maybe he's back? Stepping out, I quickly wrap myself in a towel and go to answer the door. Oh, someone's knocking. Wait, if it's Marrowyn, why would he be knocking on his own door? Can't he get in by himself? Maybe he lost his key. Unless Rhoun locked him out. Which, honestly, I could imagine. Oh, it's Marruk. Marruk's a good lad. I like him. You're not Marrowyn? Do you need a minute? No. What's up? He continues to just eye me up and down until I gesture for him to continue. Right. Anyway, Doc messaged me. Well, us. But I don't see the director getting off his tail to give you the news. So here I am. What? Well, the news. Oh, right. One long and very apologetic message aside, he wants to let you know that he's still busy, and might be for a day or two till he isn't. So you're with me tomorrow. With you? Yeah. Doc told me to take care of you. You mean he told both of you to take care of me, right? His eyes sharpen to a point as he understands what I'm implying. I stand strong despite my stature. I think I found I might match up to this hound. Confoundingly, though, he drops it with a shrug. Probably. You got an issue with that. Prior plans? Well... Didn't think so. See you bright and early tomorrow. Oh, and, wear more than a towel, please. With that, I take the liberty of closing the door on him and heading back to dry off. Well, weird meeting aside, it's a shame to know that Marrow is still busy with Tyre. Seems like I've got the room all alone tonight. Time to get to those books, I guess. Lying down proves to be a bit of an issue, though, as these beds are horribly uncomfortable for anything but sleeping in. Maybe if I had more pillows or something, I could... Oh, well, surely Marrowyn won't need his tonight, right? He barely sleeps as it is. Deciding on my prey, I strip it from its parts in a second. Okay. Before returning with my downy kill. This is so much better. with a fortification of fluff behind me, I can actually lean back and a bit and flip through some of the massive textbooks. Never have I felt so wronged by a book before. I know I wouldn't be able to read it at all, but at least expecting some pictures. Huh. Noticing my backpack across the room, I see my own book just eerily peeking out. It doesn't make me long to banish it back inside. I wonder if there's anything else in here I haven't seen, like maybe a hidden stash of more boring textbooks. Crouching down to look into the cabinets under the bed proves fruitless, as it seems like Morrow has has everything packed up tight, and pretty well organized at that. Maybe there's something in the back. Let me see if I can't... What the? Ow. Turns out snooping has its downsides, like when your head is in a cabinet and you smack it against the ceiling. Seeing as no one comes in, and knocks again for that matter, I head over to see who it is. Oh, it's you! Oh, hey Rhoun, what's up?
Hello, Tucker. I just got a message from Doc Seno, and he wanted me to tell you that he's very busy today.
Might not be available for a day or two? Yeah, Marruk came over earlier and told me. He also told me I was supposed to go with him to work tomorrow, but I thought I was working with you.
Oh, well, it's better if you go with him. I actually have to go to one of the upper floors and help with repairs. And, while I think you'd like it, there are a lot of Karens, and I don't think that you're allowed to yet.
Oh, right. It's not really right. No, I'm not really allowed to go that far from this room yet, am I? Anyway, that sounds like a lot of work. Seeing all those Karens this morning was enough for me. Well, thanks for letting me know, bud. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
I watch as he scurries back to his room and quickly hides away everything. Well, I guess that's the nail in the coffin then. I've got to spend a whole day with Marruk. It'll be fine. He seems decent at times. I mean, he's arguably decent all the time. With my entertainment run dry, I turn out the lights and decide to head to bed. But I find myself staring at the ceiling once again. The dim lights shift into a blue glow, their own hues becoming faded and mixed, creating a spectra of their own. But I don't idle on it for too long, as the blues become grays and then nothing. Aww. And yet, I still can't sleep. Where's my guardian? Where's Marrowyn? How can he leave to go to work on something else? I mean, what could possibly be more important than me? Oh, Tucker. Even in my mind, that came out wrong. I'm nowhere near that vain. But you could be. Just, I figured that so much time would be devoted to learning all of this is about me, and yet... Is he doing this because of me? No, surely he would be here if he could, right? I'm sure Tyre's just running him ragged. I wonder if he's thinking about me right now. I hope he's alright. Aw. Do I click button? Okay. Day 10. Oh, we've reached double digits, baby! That's kind of nice. That's kind of neat. Oh. Working up to an alarm is the worst. To have some dream cut short before it could make an impact. The drowsiness, all of it. So, when I was waking up to the sound of someone trying to tear down my door is bad. I mean, it's really bad. Jumping up, I shoot over to the door. Eyes blurry and wide, I tear it open to reveal Marruk standing there in full uniform. One fist raised and about to knock again. Can I help you?
Morning to you too. You gotta go in about 20 minutes, so get dressed.
Staring at him, eyes twitching, I simply sigh and capitulate. Word? I don't... capitulate? Capitulate. Okay. Consigning myself to get ready for the day. Forget decent. This guy's the worst. I think he's alright. Quickly assembling everything I need, I throw on my clothes and get ready. Turning around, I hadn't noticed that Marruk walked in and just made himself comfortable on Morrow's bed. Oh, hey. He doesn't respond, instead just nodding at me again before looking at something on his monitor. I guess this is normal for him, as far as normal goes, at least. Once I'm all prepped, I give him a thumbs up, and he heads out, expectant of me to follow. I take one last look at the room and my pillow mansion, before closing the door and heading out. Oh, okay. Walking with Marruk, I'm very shocked he's chosen a slower pace, only barking at me to catch up in a bit. It's just a weird contrast, especially considering how Rhoun basically booked it right after we left Doc's office. Maybe it was the crowd, but it's a lot quieter right now than it was yesterday, although I think it's also early. Eventually, I lose myself in the monotone of the endless march, and almost force myself to ask a question, if just to maintain my sanity. Marruk. Where are we going?
Just the way we're patrolling for the day. Why?
I was just curious. All these hallways look the same to me.
They look the same to all of us, Tucker. Wanna know why?
Why?
Because they are all the same. Same pattern, at least down here. Kinda nicer up top.
Oh, here, let me turn down the game volume just a little bit.
Kinda nicer up top, but same.
I guess there's an answer that's an answer enough, even if it doesn't tell me much. When he doesn't elaborate, I give in and make sure I'm keeping pace with him.
Look, I get that as an alien, you might not understand when it's okay and not okay to wear.
What? Not when, sorry.
But I have to warn you. I shouldn't wear that jacket.
Why not?
Why not? Tucker, because it looks like shit, that's why.
What? Marruk, are you kidding me?
Not one bit. Probably the most important piece of advice I'll give you, honestly. And around here, you might as well not exist while wearing that.
That's a good thing you realize, right? Like, the less people staring at me, the better. And looks aside, if I can go about without being noticed just because of a jacket, I'm all for it.
Yeah, that's because no one wants to interact with the maintenance crew, Tucker. And me included.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not taking off the damn jacket, though. It's warm, and it's literally all I have to wear.
Fine. It was just a suggestion.
Does his anger towards Rhoun really extend to all of the maintenance crew? Maybe his anger is towards the maintenance group, and that includes Rhoun, if you think about it that way, Tucker. No, surely he's just being his old lovable self. Oh, sorry. Had to check something for a second. But still, I've already grown kind of fond of the jacket, and if it actually helps me blend in as well, then I'm better for it. After taking us a few more hallways down, he stops walking. Taking it as a sign, I look around. all to be disappointed. I don't see anything particularly worth patrolling. It all just looks the same. Marruk? He just looks at me. We've stopped. Once again, he doesn't verbally respond, instead deciding to just nod. Why? He sighs, stretching his arms above his head, his tongue just barely curled out of his mouth.
Because this is the end of the route. Now we go back.
Wait, that was it?
Yep.
That was the route we were taking?
Uh-huh.
Now we just go back to where we started?
Uh-huh.
Nothing but gray walls?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, this sucks.
Now you get it. Come on, quit yapping and start walking. We've got a few marks ahead of us before breakfast.
Before breakfast, even? He turns heel and starts heading back to the other direction. Seeing as I have no other option, I follow. Is this really all you do? Just walk up and down empty halls?
What? No.
Well, are you going to explain?
To you. If I'm feeling generous, maybe after a few more passes.
Are you serious? Looking at him for a confirmation proves it as he just stares ahead, eyeing every corner before turning away. Can you at least tell me where we are? I see that he's considering it, or maybe he's just wondering what the best way to shut me out is. It could be either, knowing him.
More like 2 floors below where our rooms are, okay?
But what actually goes on here?
Look, I know the floor name, the number of every room here, and how to get everyone out in case of an emergency. But otherwise, I've never actually been inside any of them. I think they're computer labs or something.
I'm a bit disappointed, but I guess I can't be too upset. I don't think this is even his normal shift, so the fact that he could tell me anything is pretty appreciated, sorry. With that, I decide to give him a break, as I don't want to push my luck. Since I'm going to be alone with him all day, I'd hate to get on his bad side. Oh! Well, the bright rooms, okay. After the 4th and 5th time we finish the route, I begin to see a few Karens walking the halls here and there. They seem mostly uninterested in us, or maybe they just didn't notice me with my new jacket, which would be nice. The ones that do usually alert their friends or try to get past us as fast as possible. One came up to us before realizing I was there and bolted off. I think Marruk almost laughed at that, but I can't say for sure. After a few more loops, we take a quick stop for breakfast. Marruk quickly devours what he brought with him for himself, but before pulling out something of his monitor.
You got 5 minutes. Then we get back to work. Understand?
Yeah, I get it. Looking at anything cool there?
Huh?
Like, your reports. That's what you're reading, right?
Oh, yeah. Reports.
He's looking at porn. He quickly changes the screen he was looking at. Well?
Yeah. Remember what happened last time you asked me to read you something on my monitor? Do you even remember, of how that worked out for you?
If I remember correctly, I got what I wanted in the end. But fine, be like that. I was just looking for something to talk about. I don't figure you'd be too interested in the scenery, huh? I gesture to the pale gray hallway and floors. Marruk doesn't look convinced, but I also don't think he's too interested in discussing Minutia of the color choices around here.
Alright, let's just get back to work, and I'll humor one conversation, alright? Remember, we're not here to have fun, Tucker. This is my job. What I've told you, I intend on doing, no matter the task.
With his little speech out of the way, he gets up and beckons me to follow. Is he seriously only going to let me ask one question? Better make it count. But what do I ask? I could ask about his job, but I already kind of know what he does. He's like a soldier or a security guard or something. Okay, maybe I don't really know what he does. I mean, he's getting all of these reports and... Wait. I could try to ask him about the thing Milo was talking about. But how? It sounded like it was a really touchy subject. Hey, Marruk, has the station, ever blown up before? Think... How can I phrase it so I can get a somewhat straight answer? Oh. Hey, Marruk. What's the worst accident that's happened on the station? Had I not been able to have been on this route with him for a few marks now, I may have missed it, but despite his near-perfect stride, he almost tripped. Coming to an intersection, he slows down and looks at me.
Excuse me, kid. What did you say?
Oh, I was just curious. Surely you would know about it, right? If there was one, I mean. His glare cuts through me as he searches for some, ulterior motive. There's no way he could know that I overheard those two. But this just proves that what Milo was talking about wasn't some small accident. I can barely see his eyes as the light casts a shadow from his brow, but the reflection of his sharp teeth is enough. Well, it certainly seems like it was the right question to ask, although I think I'm going to have to ask something else if I want answers. I'm just trying to stay safe, you know. Just figured I'd try to avoid any repeat incidents if I can. Well, if you don't know, I could just ask another question. I thought of a few.
Kid,
He raises his head and rubs his brow with a paw, taking a moment to think of something.
I don't know, Tucker. I think a window blew open in an pressure accident once. There's a lot of shit that happens around here. And I haven't been here for all of it, so... Look, can we get back to work now?
Oh, sure. I guess I can ask Marrowyn. It's been a few marks of this now, besides the fact that my legs are starting to get a little sore. It's actually not that bad. Marruk, to his credit, even spoke up a few times without me even having to ask him. Although most of the day has been spent in relative silence, just the sound of work boots and sneakers trotting away on the floor. It might not be as interesting as the other two jobs, but it's certainly something to do, and I'd still rather be out here than just in my room all day. The silence is still deafening, though, and when Marruk takes a short break to rest against the wall, I take my shot. Okay, I think I'm going to end the part here, everyone, so a little bit shorter, but that's alright. So I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.